good today. What's up, everybody? Welcome into Driving the Line, your sports and sports betting brand of record. We are here every single weekday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I am the coach. I drive this ship, and we are building an absolute juggernaut. Hard to believe. It's only the end of week 3 of the rebrand and the relaunch. We got a lot to get to today, but first and foremost, as always, before we look forward, we must look back. And yesterday, well, not a bad day. We'll always take winning more than we lose. A lot of Super Bowl picks that we're not going to throw up on every single day, but I hit mine last night. A little sweaty. Knicks win by 4. AB 1-1. The Crew, Wisconsin. They go down. But our man Howie Schwab hits it again, the under in Arizona State. We'll have more picks from him. He's also in the chat right now. You have any questions for the legend, put them into the chat. He will answer them in real time. Now, before we get to our big announcement today, I got to bring in my partner. I got to bring in my business partner, because that's exactly what we are launching and doing here at Driving the Line. Something we've been wanting to do for 2 years, but now we have a chance with the highway in front of us to really build something special. And AB, yesterday, we got to give credit to the entire universe, the entire crew, because they made the launch of our merch store incredible. I got 3 emails from Eduardo. That's how good it was. And if people weren't here yesterday, you have it right there, the QR code. Go ahead and get your very first item today. AB, have you ordered yours yet?
I have, Coach. I have. The hoodie looks good. Both of them. I like the logo there. And then obviously what Zach put together as well. It's fantastic, man. And look, we always say it. We've said it for a while. It's the best crew in the game. And every single time they show up. Every time.
They do. And what we're building is something special. And if I would have told you, AB, 5 years ago, because you've been in sports betting for a while, if I would have told you that you would have a place where you could come, be valued, be listened to, get smarter, have a hell of a good time, and get bonus picks, if there was a place like that, would you love it?
I would absolutely love it. And I'm telling you, I think that you're onto something pretty nice here.
So yesterday was our first big announcement for the week. Today, right here, right now, announcement number 2. As of today, it is ready to launch, and you can be a member of the crew. It's an exclusive club, but you're going to get so much content, more access to us, live streams with some of your best and most important sports minds in the business. We're going to have live watch parties at big events. We're going to have crew exclusive picks. And also, AB, we're launching Monday night. Shoot your shot. But if people want to be a part of it, they have to be a member of the crew. We have tons of videos already. Tell the good people at home, especially those who are new, what that is all about.
Absolutely. So look, being a part of the crew, you see it right here. And understand, if you're not, you're still going to get our daily betting show, our content, our golf show. That's not going to change. What is going to be added, because that's what it's all about, is so much more. You mentioned it. Big game watch parties, pre-games, doing this, betting this all together, direct access with not only you and myself, Coach, but with so many more special guests that you haven't even seen the list yet, and it's going to be phenomenal. Your man, Howie Schwab, you like being able to talk college basketball with him? How about direct access with him for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever you name it, breaking down those bets for the day. Shoot your shot. We're literally going to give you the platform. If you want to get on, have some fun, see how you are as a professional sports bettor, you got the spot right here. We're going to produce it for you. If this is something that you want to do literally professionally, we will help you do that. Get yourself prepared. There's no one better that will teach you and guide you as you go to being on camera, doing this, doing that, you name it. And that is just the beginning. YouTube literally ran out of options for us to list of what you're going to be able to do. So I'm telling you, it is such a major addition to what we're already bringing and what's not going to change. Everybody, you're still going to have our shows, but the additions are going to be so much more. You're going to love being a part of it.
You're going to love being a part of it. As I said, we've been trying to do this for 2 years. We've had all of these really good ideas to make it bigger and better. And the one thing that I stand on all the time, AB, and we got really good advice from really good people, is that when you run things yourselves and you own it yourself, you can give the people what they want. And this is what the people want. And you said, we're also going to train you. Well, we have some of the best in the business. I've been on national TV for 25 years. You want to do this? We're going to have the option for you to learn from the likes of me and AB. So become a member of the crew today. And everything is right there at YouTube. You don't have to go 1,000 different places. Right there at YouTube.
Coach, I was going to say, right now, you can literally look on the screen. You'll see a button that says join next to subscribe. You can literally do it. It's as easy as hitting like. If you have any questions, let us know. But it's that simple. And again, the big part of it is this. We're not changing what we're doing. You're still going to get all of this. It's the addition and the access that you're going to get that's going to make it even more a part of the full experience.
And one other thing that we got, we've already met with a lot of companies, and just like Clear Golf, who I know, AB, I'm going to get you your hats and your stuff. I know. But the one thing that when we talk to the companies already that they love is they don't have to have 8 meetings to make a decision. And they know it's called targeted marketing. That's what we're all about. So if you're a company, drivingtheline@gmail.com. Send us in. And if you want to submit a video to be on Shoot Your Shot, drivingtheline@gmail.com. Jacob is looking through them as we speak.
Look, we've got members. Matty, put the plaque up forever. Matty Boy was the first to buy merch. He was the first to become a member. And when you become a member, you will see your chat is now highlighted forever.
Are you kidding me? So crew members are going to be green now from now on.
Yep.
Wow. It's amazing. Chris, look at that. Just like that. And you become green. Become a part of what we're doing.
Let me say this. And last thing, I know that we've got a lot to get to.
Yep.
The biggest part of all of it, being a member of the crew, is going to be this. Understand, this is literally week 3. All right. We have so much more just on the daily shows that we're doing. Like, you could see each show is getting better, getting more. When you're a member of the crew, we're also going to have an ombudsman program. And what that is essentially you will have absolute direct access to shape the shows moving forward. What you want to see, what you would like in the daily free shows, the daily golf show, or the weekly golf shows, weekly previews, all right? The member shows, the premium shows, all of it. You will literally have direct access to say, hey, I'd like to see this. I'd like to see that. And trust me, you say it, me and Coach and the crew, well, the group, will make it happen for you. So 100%, like, understand, this will become even more of exactly what you want. And everyone's signing up right now. My God, I can't thank you enough. Like, literally 100%, man.
I'm almost getting emotional, to be honest with you, because we've been planning this for years, and now we have the ability to do it. And you guys, look at you guys. Look at what you guys are doing right now. AB, I'm literally getting like emotional right now, because this is what we want. This is what we wanted to build, and now we can build it together. Golly, you guys are amazing. All right, we got a show to get to. It is now time for the rundown. All right, and look, we tell you we're building the crew as we speak. We've been launching new guys all week, and we are honored and privileged to have our newest crew member. He is a betting expert from Betting Pros. His name is John Supowitz, but we just call him Soupy here at Driving the Line. Johnny, welcome to the show for the very first time.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, AB, for having me on. It is great to be here. Great to be part of the crew now. So excited, Great to see all these people signing up. It's great to see new people coming in. Excited to be a part of it.
What is your social media handle real quick so people can follow you?
I'm that Soupy. I am THATSUPI on every form of social media.
You're damn right. Follow my man. He's a part of the crew now. So we got a lot to talk about today. This is the part of the show, if you are new, that we put kind of the biggest stories of the day. Our bets will always run at the bottom. So if you're dropping in or dropping out, we've got you covered as well. Now, last night, I'm watching the Lakers. I get every single game on local TV out here, all the big news. And AB, I want to start with you and then come to you, John. But there are reports by a lot of different people, a lot of people I trust, that of all people, the 39-year-old LeBron James, because the Lakers stink this year, that he is on the trading block, that potentially there are teams out there that want to make a trade for him, which I find a little bit shocking because his family lives in LA. His son plays at USC. Do you believe the rumors?
I believe some of it. That's a large trade, but to me, it would scream a couple things. Number one, the Lakers are kind of trying to redo this a little bit more for the future. Number two, LeBron possibly looking to hook up to play with his son, right? Like, there's a lot of things that go into this. So I don't shoot it down. I don't fully buy in. I don't know what to think. It's the NBA. You literally never know. It's so much different than the NFL is.
It really is. And Soupy, when we talk about LeBron James, he's usually the guy that goes out and tries to get players that come to his team. But this kind of took me by surprise. Did it to you?
Oh, absolutely. But again, don't forget what we saw last year was at 12:30 Eastern time last year. Some guy named Kevin Durant got traded to Phoenix. So anything could happen. To me, though, again, like you said, LeBron's the guy that's looking to add to his team. And again, with all the situations, but I was thinking, like, where could he go? Where could he go? In California, a team that is on the verge of being very good in the Western Conference. He's kind of familiar with the guy who coaches there. Maybe Sacramento?
Stop it. So the Kings, AB, what do you think about the Kings as a place to go? I love Mike Brown. And he used to be an assistant, as Soupy said, with the Lakers. Would you like that destination for LeBron James?
Well, I'll say this. First off, I think we have to ask Big Cheesy on that one. Like, he is the absolute answer for anything lighting the beam. I mean, it's fascinating. Like, if you can afford it, you're obviously going to get that much more higher profile by having LeBron on your squad. Here's my question. Not that I worry like that LeBron would be a bad locker room member. Not concerned really about that, right? But how does he fit in that locker room? Because there are additions by additions and there are subtractions by additions. And you can either really help your team or you could napalm your team if it doesn't work. So I don't know. That's the biggest question for me.
And that's a really good question. Soupy, let me bring it back over to you, because in the NBA, for fans who don't know, you can't just trade a LeBron James for the 12th guy on the end of the bench. It has to match up within 15%, I believe, is the number. So some team is going to have to give up some really good talent to get him. Do you worry about that?
Of course, when like you saw, let's go back again to the Phoenix one. They got rid of a lot of bench players to get Kevin Durant. They were very thin at the bench, and that definitely probably cost them during the playoffs last year. I think let's, again, go with the Sacramento one. As long as the Kings would keep Fox, Sabonis, and Harrison Barnes, that could be a great little nucleus right there to be a productive team. And again, though, you do have to be concerned with the bench as you get into the playoffs. And LeBron, like you said, is 39 years old. He's been playing a lot of minutes this year, but does that work out as we get into April, May, and June?
Well, right now, Sacramento is 5th in the West. They're 27-19. So you've got to wonder if Mike Brown and the front office in Sacramento is even going to want to blow that up right now when they are a playoff team and they could really catch fire. We'll keep an eye on that. Also, the futures, the betting to win the West Conference, all that's going to be affected by this one move. All right, story number 2 today here in the rundown. And AB, this spring, we're going to be the show for college baseball betting. And a year ago, this story came out, and we're like, this coach can't be this stupid. No, he was really this stupid. The Alabama head coach, and I'll be honest, didn't even write his name down. But he got basically a death sentence yesterday, a 15-year show cause for going into business with the dumbest bettor of all time, who tried to take a text message and say, oh, they're not starting this pitcher today, and bet on LSU, showed it to the sports book, and got busted. You're our college baseball guy. Your thoughts?
Yeah, this was really dumb on a lot of different angles. All right, so essentially what you have is what you said. In Alabama, the manager there for the baseball team Yes. Texted a guy and said, hey, pitcher's going to get scratched here in a little while. You might want to bet accordingly on that. And then that gentleman not only texted multiple people in his little betting group, but placed wagers on LSU 2 different places, including a FanDuel kiosk there, all right, at a stadium in Cincinnati. But here's the interesting part, okay? So, number one, the Alabama manager, like you said, essentially a death penalty. He's done. I don't know what he received as payment from said buddy that placed all the bets and told people to place the bets, but I hope it was worth it because that's a pretty damn good job that you just nuked to be an SEC baseball coach at Alabama. You can win a lot of games there and make good money. Number 2, if you look on the criminal side, the person that the coach texted, okay, he's facing multiple federal charges here. But all of the charges, and kids, always remember this when you're playing sports or just in life, it's usually not the crime. It's trying to hide the crime. And that's what he's getting charged with, and all the people that he was texting with, because they were using a messaging app. And he immediately said, delete the hell out of that messaging app, said it over 10 times, which each one of them, federal charge, federal charge, federal charge. And let me say this, at the end of the day, you look at federal court, they have about a 90% success rate. When the feds hit you with charges, it's not in question. They usually put you down. So it just dumb all around.
All the way around. And Soupy, when you look at this, most people need to understand there's not a lot of people out there betting $100,000 on a college game in March. It's going to be a red flag no matter what. But to other coaches and other people, this is a story that you better look at and say, yes, sports betting is here, but I got to be very careful how I move and who I move with. Yes?
Absolutely. I mean, I've sent some pretty dumb text messages. Usually it was in college at like 2:30 in the morning, but this one is on a whole other level. The thing is, for me, we're seeing sports betting become so huge over the last few years. And I've been in this business for before the legalization and how all these states have become like, this kind of just hurts sports betting in general. There are still people that kind of still think it's that dirty thing and grimy. And we're starting to legitimize this business, and we're seeing billions of dollars go into it. We're seeing professional teams sponsor these sports books, and just these small things like that. When you see it, it just kind of continues to tarnish what we're trying to accomplish with the sports betting business.
You're damn right. And that's what we're trying to accomplish here, making this the #1 sports betting show in America and sports show. I say it all the time. All right, we've been talking about the Super Bowl, gentlemen. Topic number 3 all week long. We're now 9 days away. And Soupy, I thought it'd be great to have 3 different trends. And a lot of the trends, which in sports betting can be very dangerous to lean into. But I was shocked when you sent these 3 in last night. Let's start with the first trend that you found so interesting.
So I did. Yeah, I did a little research, and a lot of these trends, I was mind blown by how kind of they swayed one way. So underdogs are 12-4 against the spread when they're given 5 points or fewer, including 9 of the last 11.
What do you make, AB? And that's very succinct, Soupy. I appreciate you being so short on that. AB, when you look at that, I'm just teasing you. You can elaborate a little bit more on the next one. AB, when you look at that, I mean, clearly, because right now the spread started at 2, went to 1, back at 2 at most sports books. I think that's where it's going to sit for the rest of the 9 days.
Well, what it tells me is that you have really good games, and you have games that are generally pretty close, kind of unlike what we have in college football, right? In the playoff games, the national championship, where you see a lot of blowouts, you really don't see them in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, that's what it tells me, is that you have games that are tight, and you have games in the fourth quarter that are really, really fun.
Now, number 2, Soupy, this one shocks me. Explain this one.
So the higher seeded team is only 2, 15, and 2 against the spread in the last 26 Super Bowls. Now, that doesn't, of course, include the teams that come in as the same seed. So as we know, the 49ers are the top seed we're the top seed in the NFC. The Chiefs are only number 3. So it's amazing to see how the better team is maybe not the better team in the Super Bowl. And I think that could have a lot to do with the 2-week layoff. It has a lot to do with more preparation. So it's shocking to see that maybe it's the better prepared team that can always win this game. And it doesn't matter how they were in the regular season.
Maybe it's a team that maybe because they lost more games, AB, that they've fixed a few things along the way. And sometimes maybe the higher seed is like, hey, we're already good. We don't need to fix anything. That could lead into this trend.
It could. It could also be kind of what we talk about with the Chiefs, throughout the regular season. Sometimes the spreads are just too much, right? Like when you have a number 1 seed that is facing 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, even up to 7, which I know that we're not dealing with here, but that's generally what it is that you've got one team that's a prohibitive favorite, and it's a tough game to cover a large spread.
And the last one, the better scoring offense, and we've looked at both teams, Soupy, and the 49ers have had to score a lot of points to barely get by their 2 games, and the Chiefs on the other side, it's been all about defense in Buffalo. Defense against the Dolphins the week before that. Defense last week holding the Ravens to 10 points. So this one also trends against the 49ers, who have had the better offense all year.
Mm-hmm. You're right. 49ers, 3rd best offense in the regular season. Chiefs are only 15th. You would never believe that with what the Chiefs have with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Isaiah Pacheco. But the better scoring offense in the regular season is 7-12-1 against the spread in the last 20 Super Bowls. So you could believe that maybe defense wins championships, but it's also the worst scoring offense could win championships.
It's crazy, AB. Do you have a theory for this one?
My theory is what I'm going to do is start playing teasers on this thing, and I'm going to jack that spread up as high as possible. That's what it's telling me.
Oh, damn it. I like that a lot. All right. Every single day, you're learning more about the Super Bowl. That's what we're all about here at Driving the Line. Those are your trends to watch. We'll also put those out on social media in a post in case you missed it here. All right, Soupy, AB, I need you guys to just take a seat for a little bit. Oh, yeah, AB, what do you got?
Yeah, real quick. Can we hit the cruise play of the day?
Damn it. I always forget that. What am I doing? Yes, please go.
Yeah, we'll do it quick. All right, so we've got Creighton minus 9.5. We have Yale minus 3. Look at Yale up there. Warriors Grizz over 222.5. And then the Suns minus 3.5. So the poll is in the chat, and we will hit on this at the end of the show and select the winner from what the crew has chosen.
All right, and real quick before you guys go, I got to read something. You know me, I'm going to call people out when they needed to be called out. My man Ty No Bet. Clearly, Ty, you have not been here since day one. He says, I would love to see the show branch out into tennis with some much tennis happening. And then you right now here. Did we not do the entire Australia Open? Did we not do that?
You know what? I take it. We did. And I'll take that as a positive. Is that, you know what? All right, Howie. Start getting to work, buddy. I don't know when tennis tournaments start, but yeah, we're going to hit on it.
I think he was like 13-0 in the Australian Open. That's all right, Ty. You found us. It's okay. It's never too late. We'll have the next ones coming up. Howie's all over it and March Madness. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is now time to bet the board. My man John says, Howie killed the Open. Yes, John, he did. All right, our silent assassin is here. Do not let the nice guy fool you. So, Jacob, before we get to your picks today, very quickly, because you're in charge of setting up Shoot the Shot as well. Have we been getting some good videos so far? A lot of people that want to be involved in it, yes?
Oh, yeah. A lot of great response, great videos coming in. We have the best crew out there at the Crew universe. So these guys are top-notch submissions. We're going to have a great show.
All right, drivingtheline@gmail.com. Get those videos in right now so we can select you. We'll let you know over the weekend, but you got to be a member of the crew to participate. That's the only caveat. All right, now, as I look at your boards today, and there are some names that not only do I not know the leagues, I don't know where in the world these teams exist. So let's start with the big boys and work our way down. Go.
All right, so first game up is going to be tomorrow. It is going to be on AC Milan versus Frosinone. AC Milan currently third place on the road, taking on Frosinone. 5-0-2 their last 7 games. Been playing really well. They have scored over 1.5 goals in their last 4 in a row, and we have seen that hit in 6 out of 7 road games for AC Milan so far this year. Frosinone have been playing a little bit better at home so far this season, but something to keep in mind, they have only played 2 teams in the top 5 in the 11 home games they played so far this year. So a really easy home schedule, and I think they're running to a buzzsaw with this AC Milan team. So I like AC Milan over 1.5 team total goals. My next play up, we're going to Scotland in the Scottish Premier League, and we are going to be on Celtic and under 4.5 goals. If you know anything about Scotland, Celtic is top notch. No one comes close to them. They're playing an Aberdeen team who is 3-7 at home. None of their matches have gone over 4 goals, but this is really a bet on Celtic. They have only seen 1 road loss all year out of the 11 games played, but only and out of all of those wins, only one of them has gone over 4 goals. So to get the price a little bit better, we're going to take Celtic and under 4.5 goals. And then my last play, which is the crazy names, this is going to be in Switzerland. We are going to the Grasshoppers versus Winterthur game. Grasshoppers, one thing to know about Switzerland is it's a super high scoring league. So that's what this parlay is going to be on. Grasshoppers have scored in their last 5 home games. Winterthur have scored in all away games and have conceded in all away games. And Winterthur is the best team for over 1.5 goals in a game. 19 out of the 20 games played have gone over. And then in the second half of this parlay, Young Boys is taking on Lucerne Sport. Young Boys conceded in their last 5 away. They've seen 75% of their games go over 1.5. And Lucerne has seen 17 out of their 21 games go over 1.5 goals. So I think we get 2 goals in each one of these games, parlay them together for -143.
Well, I think I'm going to say something that people in the chat are thinking at -143 for a parlay. You must be very confident this is going to hit.
I am. I don't like giving out 3-leg parlays on the show. It gets kind of dicey when you get into 3 and more. So I'd rather get you guys a solid win, -143. Sometimes soccer is just a little bit juicy, and just got to live with it.
Okay. A simple yes would have been fine too. That's okay. That's okay. By the way, Chad says just one day, Jacob will have a play on Chelsea. Well, when they stop losing 4-1 to Liverpool, maybe we can bet on them, Chad, but not this week. All right, Jacob, get back into the chat. You're doing a hell of a job for the brand. All right, sir?
Thanks, Coach.
All right, let's bring the boys back in. And I'm going to have to go first, guys. Do you know why? Do you know why I need to go first? Because the golf about 5 hours by car from where I'm sitting right now, it's going to tee off in the next hour and a half. And I got 2 big plays today from round number 2. And yesterday, the wind really started to pick up. Justin Thomas, though, didn't bother him. He shot 4 under par yesterday. I love him today over Jordan Spieth, who shot even par yesterday. We talked about it on DTL Golf this week. Justin Thomas has said, the only thing I have left to do is to win golf tournaments. I'm very, very close. I believe in him. Let's go round 2 today, -115. Then Colin Morikawa. He had also a very good day yesterday. Tony Finau is not a good player in the win. So I'm going to go Morikawa. Little juicy, but as you know, here at Driving the Line, sometimes the juice is worth the squeeze. All right, Soupy. I apologize for not letting you go first. Not a very good host. But last night you said, Coach, I have 3 NBA plays I absolutely love. And I said, Soupy, give them to us tomorrow. Tomorrow.
All right.
You're up, sir. Give me all 3.
Let's do it. Timberwolves and the Magic. Timberwolves are one of the best defenses in the league. The defense we wanted from them last year, we're getting it this year. Rudy Gobert has finally fit into this team very well. And then, of course, you got Towns scoring 22 a game. Anthony Edwards, he's died down a little bit on the MVP discussion, but I'm still going to take – that's still 25 points a game is incredible. The Magic – I love their earlier run this year. It's just they're kind of hit a little bit of a landslide, losing 11 in the last 14. Timberwolves beat them by 21 in the last one, so taking them at -7 is not a bad pick at all. So get them easily. And then Pacers Kings, Halliburton is back, and of course Pascal Siakam, he's in the team now. They didn't play him the last time they played the Kings, and that was at 247 in the last matchup. Both these teams are the top 4 in pace of play. So if they hit 247 last time, going over 245 is not a problem. And then the Clippers are, to me, the best team in the West. I can't believe how well James Harden has gelled into this offense. He's gelled so well that he actually passes the ball. I mean, to me, that's the craziest thing I could ever think of. But he has 8.5 assists a game going against Detroit, who – since they lost that 28 straight, they're just 3-12, and two of those wins are against Charlotte and Washington. So get the Clippers -10 even on the road. It's an easy win for them.
Out here in the LA area, it's all about the Clippers now. They're getting a new arena. They're playing great. They got Kawhi locked up for $50 million a year. It's all about the Clippers. The Lakers are taking a back seat. I love Soupy, all 3 of those plays. Now, the other thing we love here at Driving the Line is a little synergy. Now, some of you in the chat was like, hey, there's no Howie today, AB. Oh, there's no Howie picks today. Oh, really? Oh, really? Producer, roll it.
For Friday, I like Iowa over Ohio State, laying 5.5 points. To me, Fran McCaffrey's team will bounce back from a loss to Indiana. Iowa's averaging over 80 points a game and is 8-3 at home this season. I like them to win.
To the brand right there. The man has got oxygen in his nose. He's in the chat as we speak. He loves you guys, and he loves Iowa -5.5 over Ohio State. AB, you're also on this game as well. Talk to me.
First off, let me just say, I hope everyone understands the dedication that Howie has to this show. That wasn't just in the hospital on oxygen. I believe that was during surgery. My man said, I don't want any anesthetic. Just bring it. I'm giving you picks. And I guarantee the doctor was writing it down like, did you get that? Yeah, we're playing Iowa here. All right. So let me say, yeah, synergy indeed. Okay, we're going to play Ohio State, Iowa under 158.5. Everything Howie just laid out is exactly right. Do not get the script flipped on Iowa. This is not football. Fran McCaffrey's crew can score points. Ohio State can as well, but I think that this is going to be a nice Big Ten matchup here on a Friday night. We're going to see a little bit of a slower start because it's an important game for both teams. So, agree with Howie. I also like the under 158.5. Now, for the NBA, put together 2 AB3s here for you. And again, we're rolling with the 3-point prop plays on these. Now, the last 2 nights, we've had LeBron sat out, Jokic sat out. So it's gone from 2 legs down to 1. We're playing 3 on each of these, and our guys should be good to go. So the first one, Jokic. All we need is 1 3. Durant. All we need is 1 3. Devin Booker. All we need are 2 threes. Put those 3s together. That's plus 110. Second one, going back to Jokic again. 1 + 3. Kawhi Leonard. 1 + 3. Cade Cunningham. 1 + 3. Put those 3 together. That is plus 120. And again, what we talk about with parlays, we're not always looking to hit monster juice. We're just looking to double our money and move on to the next day. So that's the 3 that we have.
Shout out to the chat as you were reading those. Peggy, Howie loves us, and we love Howie. Oh, Alana loves Howie's commitment. Oh, you guys are amazing. And AB, I love those plays. They love the SGPs that you can get at BetMGM. They absolutely love those.
They're really nice. And the nice part about it is Yes, we have these on the screen, but go, if you haven't really messed with them, dig in there on BetMGM and play around, because what we've done is taken the 3-point numbers down, right? So instead of needing Durant, say, over 2.5, Devin Booker over 3.5, we drop those numbers down and say, okay, even on a bad night, these guys generally get 1. They generally get 2. So you'll see the odds. Yeah, I mean, you could make it as high as you want. If you feel somebody's going to go 4, 5, 6 threes, Steph Curry style, you could have as much fun as you want. But if you want to look and find and just double that money up, yeah, BetMGM's got it, man.
We call that laddering. Soupy, real quick, because I plan on having you on Driving the Line. You're an official part of the crew, like all the time. So there's going to be a lot of people that you recognize that trust you. And they come and they'll write, hey, Soupy, by the way, can you all please just write welcome Soupy or hello Soupy, something like that in the chat? I'd really appreciate it. What is your normal bet? Are you a straight better? Do you like totals like you put out today? What's your normal cup of tea?
It just all depends on how you're feeling that day. I think that's how it should be. I'll take my straight bets. I'll take my over-unders. And I agree with AB. You don't always have to go with the monster juice parlay. It's great if you hit them once in a while, but most of the time you don't hit them. So hitting something that that could double your money is incredible idea. Why not? Just make a little money, move on to the next day, keep that bankroll going. So whatever your taste is, I think I can go with.
Would you like to come back and be a part of the crew another time?
You know what, Coach? I think I'm up for that.
Damn right. He is Soupy. He already has his own nickname. We don't even have to come up with it for him. Love having you on. Thank you, sir, very, very much. We appreciate it. We will see Soupy again very, very soon. He can drop off, and it's just going to be me and AB. AB, by the way, Jeff in the chat says, I was in the same shape as Howie after Florida, Kentucky 2 nights ago. You were on that one.
Yeah, and look, dude, he's exactly right, man. Like, okay, Kentucky, you weren't going to win and cover the 5.5. Fine. The under was there. We had it. You had to go into overtime, didn't you? You just had to do that and grab us on both, man. That was tough. He's right.
Jason says the crew is worth the cheese. I'm sure it is, but it's also worth the squeeze. I like that a lot. Before we get to the closing bell, AB, so many people have signed up during the show, and you see it. You're green now in the chat if you are a member of the crew. But for those people who don't have a PC and don't have that join button, how can they sign up as well?
Yeah. So what you can do is you'll see on the actual show screen, like when you're in YouTube, you'll see a join button right there. It's right beside, subscribe, and it's just right above the chat. So if you don't see it live, give it a minute, let the show in, come back into it, and you'll see it. If you still can't find it, let me know. I'll help you find it after the show. You know what I mean? And I want to say a couple other things that, oh my gosh, number one, the outpouring of support, I swear to you, it means the world. And what you just saw from Howie, you will get from all of us in terms of we will grind like hell for you and everything that you want to do. And understand, again, it's week 3. So there are so many options on the board. Like, say what you want. You know what I mean? Like, if you're like, hey, I'd love to have this type of thing, I swear to God, we'll bring it. Like, as long as it's legal and we're not doing some kind of Alabama baseball betting thing, like, yeah, like we'll do it. So bring your ideas, whatever that it looks like that you want to see, 100%. And then lastly, in the chat, there was a question that was just asked. Ryan Potter says, so paying for picks, 100% not. That's exactly not what this show and this brand is going to be about. Our picks, you will always see them. You will always have access to them on the daily shows for free. You are not paying for picks. That's the last thing that we want to do. And that's why we show the picks right at the beginning of the show. So it's a great question. Like, Ryan, I'm not coming at you. I'm glad that you asked it. That's absolutely not. We want to be the complete opposite of all of that. What it's going to be and what everyone will see is that it's going to be access for having a bunch of fun and also access to all kinds of different professional dudes that played in the NFL, Major League Baseball, Howie Schwab breaking down bets of what you have questions in regards to that. We'll sit there for an hour and just go over our strategy for the day, of looking at the board and do it alongside with you with the bets and questions that you have. So, Ryan, excellent question. 100% not paying for picks. That's not what this is about at all. And I guarantee everybody will see it is going to be a ton of fun and a ton of cool stuff that you'll have access to.
Now, what we might do, AB, because people say all the time, well, I just didn't know about this game until 5 o'clock in the afternoon or 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So we may have some crew exclusives up there on stuff that maybe breaks and we didn't know about, that the crew, we want to enlist them, so we could do that. But the last thing we're going to do is post a bunch of picks at 7 o'clock in the morning that you get. No, right here. Always right here on the show.
For sure.
I echo everything AB just said. In the last month, you guys have literally changed our lives. This is what we've always wanted to do. And now we have the ability to do it. And think about this. For the next 30 years, this is going to be where you start every single day. Then after that, we're going to hand it off to somebody else. But we're going to be here grinding, growing, and building a business and a brand. And the faster you help us grow, the faster you can see the show that you want to see. All right. It is now time for the closing bell. All right, what do we got, AB?
What we have is this. Overwhelmingly, the chat. All right. Crew has chosen Suns minus 3.5. Excellent choice. I kind of like that one. I think that Phoenix is going to show out tonight. So taking that at the small number there of 3.5, that is the crew's choice for today.
They have been red hot lately. They have been absolutely red hot. Kevin Durant, ever since everybody said he wasn't one of the GOATs and he got indignant, he's been playing better. Maybe we should insult him all the time.
Right? He showed out, man. He had a big game. And usually, obviously it's Booker that is throwing up the 30-plus points, and Durant kind of stays in the background a little bit. No, he heard it. He didn't want that intro video, whatever. My man went out on the court and did it.
Awesome. Guzzle Money says, you guys changed mine. I gained a hobby. My sanity thanks you. That's why we are a crew together. Since COVID, I know this, that everybody needs a place where they can feel valued, they can feel heard, you can, be a part of something positive. That's what this is right here. Now, we do not have a show, AB, on Saturday right now, but we are going to have content right here on our YouTube page that we're going to put together and post. So I encourage people to subscribe, turn on your notifications, and we will have picks for Saturday at some point Saturday morning. Yes?
Yep. So I want everybody to take a look. And again, you don't have to be a part of the crew for this one because obviously, right? Like even if you're not a part of that, you're still a part of the crew as a whole, right? Like this entire brand is about like you and us and all of us together. So don't think that you're not a part of it. So we're going to try some different things on Saturdays and on Sundays. Tomorrow, what you're going to see is Coach and I are going to put it together with Howie as well of just a little quick video of some picks, what to look at, and get you on your way so that it's not 45 minutes. It's not an hour long, that you could just literally pop right in, get exactly what you need, and be on with it, whether you have, work on Saturdays or family or whatever it is, right? So we'll try that. If you like it, we can keep doing it. If it doesn't work, let us know, right? Like we don't take it as a negative. We take it as, hey, this is how we just get better show by show, day by day, coach brick by brick. So
wait a second. We're allowed to try things, and if it doesn't work, we can pivot and try something else, but at least try. We're allowed to do in this business. You can do that.
Yeah, apparently so, right? I guess we might be breaking the rules, but I do want everybody to know, like for real, if you like something, say it, right? Like, hey, keep this going. If you'd like something kind of, edited, revised, maybe change it a little bit, say it. Like, we don't take anything as a negative. You know what I mean? Like, it's week 3, and we want to just continue to get better and better. And with that, it's reps. It's like any other sport, right? So say it, man. And, we'll try all kinds of different things. And again, last thing I'll say, Coach, and I'll let you, have it. Every single person that has become a member today, from the bottom of our hearts, we cannot thank you enough. And we will grind our asses off to make sure that it's damn sure worth it. And I assure you, it will be.
And we can always just ask the boss, oh, here I am. That's how easy it is to make things happen. And for the entire universe, as AB said, whether you're a member or not, this is for everybody. We just want to give access to more. That's all we're trying to do, to more. And we still have more to come in 2 or 3 weeks before March Madness. And you'll want to be here for that as well. This is 12 months of absolute bangers. AB, well done today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know it's time to go out into the world and be positive. Pay it forward. Be kind to one another. And remember this, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For our entire crew, level, our man Howie, straight from the hospital. Our man Soupy, new member of the crew. Jacob, the silent assassin. My man AB, my partner, and our 5-tool player. And our entire production team behind the scenes, making this show look like $1 million. I am simply the coach, trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about right here at Driving the Line. Good luck.